Good morning, distinguished Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guests. A warm welcome to you all for the 200th special meeting of your club, NITK BHIVE. I thank you all very much. I thank you all very much to taking your precious time on a Sunday morning and being a part of this August gathering and making this a momentous journey for NITK BHIVE Club. Every club has a mission, so does the Toastmasters. The mission of our Toastmaster Club is to provide supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With this, let us start our meeting of the day. But before starting the meeting of the day, let us all agree, think, and follow these three golden rules. Point number one, let us keep our mobile phones on mute or in a position where it doesn't disturb others. I gave you 10 seconds to do the same. Rule number two, let us all refrain from talking to each other during the meeting or when the speaker is speaking, and also refrain ourselves from walking out or walking in during the speaker is giving speech. The third most important thing, let us all refrain from talking or discussing of the three things, that is sex, religion, and politics. These are very personal to an individual. Let us not talk about it. The fourth and important is, please keep a very big smile so that the speaker is motivated. With this, I would like my club 200 meeting to be opened by our presiding officer. A few brief words about him. A person who says, let's do it. A person who is always on the front and say, I am the tough, so I will make the tough situation go. Please put your hands together and give a warm welcome to our club president, Toastmaster, Saikat Pranay.
Morning. Good morning. Can I get a louder this thing? Because for the last 4 years we have accumulated all this energy, right? It should be powerful, impactful. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's the thing. It's my great pleasure that I am starting the meeting number 200. I have started the meeting number 150 also, same way, 1 year back, somewhere in 2023. Now I'm officially starting the meeting number 200 to give a big So as usual, I need to declare that we have shared the last meeting, that is also important meeting, that is 199, the meeting number 199. Minutes of the meeting we have shared in the group. Hope all the members gone through. Just give me give the acknowledgement.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
So that was
Thank
the
you.
topic for the debate.
We have invited guests and distinguished Toastmasters of District 92. We got DTM Richa, DTM Emu Bhatt among us. We invited DTM Rohit Koka also, but due to some personal reason, he is unable to visit. So he shared some personal message for us, for NITK BHIVE Toastmasters Club.
Dear members, NITK BHIVE
Sharing that.
One of your favorite cricket MS Dhoni, Virat Kohli, Sachin Tendulkar, it's a double century, match-winning performance. Everyone in the crowd goes wild and crazy and just ecstatic. I hope that's the same vibe right now at NITK BHIVE's 200 milestone meeting. meetings is an amazing achievement, and it does not go without meticulous effort, dedication, and contribution from each and every club officer that has come. And on behalf of my district editor, I'd like to thank all the club members and the club officers for to make the club what it is today and reach this amazing milestone of 200 meetings. And I wish them the best of luck for the journey ahead in touching higher, bigger, and more amazing achievements and milestones. I wish I could have been there in person to meet you all and connect with you, but unfortunately I'm not able to. So I'd like to share my wishes with you over here. Nonetheless, I definitely will be there to attend your meetings and cheer for you and feel bigger numbers and 400, 500,000 meetings and every member's achievement that comes along the way. Know that together we've got your back. I'm there for every step of the way. Congratulations once again for this 200 meeting milestone. Have an amazing event today. Have fun.
So I'm getting goosebumps. I feel in the eyes of Toastmaster Ramdas God, he is also feeling that emotion conducting the 200 meeting. We have gone through a lot of ups and downs during this period, the transition period from online to hybrid to fully physical meeting. We got very less attendees. 3, 4, sometimes. I asked Ramdas ji, cancel the meeting. It's better to cancel because we can't do anything with the 3 or 4 members, right? He conveyed, secretary is very easy to cancel a meeting. Let's do it. I still remember only 3 or 4 members were there in one of the meeting. That is before the area contest, division contest. So he conducted a small meeting to help the contestant how to present. So that inspiration I got from the Toastmaster, the senior Toastmasters. And this milestone always honors us, the resilience, perseverance. I'll not leave it until I'll reach there. That is called milestone. Everyone knows Sachin Tendulkar, right? So tell me, what apart from these records and milestone, what made him special? Everyone knows about he got 100 centuries and all those things. What made him special apart from this record?
Consistency.
Dedication to the game,
Humility.
perseverance, hard work.
I'll take the points of everyone. These records can be broken. Of late, Virat already he has broken the one-day ODI records of high century. But one thing no one can take from Sachin, that is his journey. It's a 25 years of rigorous journey. It's a lot of pain, a lot of agony, celebration, achievement. Those no one can take from Sachin Tendulkar. Same for us. Not in that level, but we have also gone through a lot of agony, lot of pain, lot of misunderstanding, lot of arguments, pain, but finally we reached there. So milestone always honoring those who stick together and stepping the fruits toward that milestone. Like Sachin got a lot of good coaches and mentors. Like Sachin, we have also got a lot of good coaches and mentors to help us to achieve those milestones. One of the example I'll share, what is Toastmaster is doing. I joined NITK BHIVE Toastmasters Club officially in the 88th meeting. The 200 meeting, 88th meeting has gone. Toastmaster Ramdas God, he done the orientation. He has done the orientation. He told Toastmaster is like an ocean. How much water you want to take, that is up to you. You can take with a bucket, you can take with a mug, you can take with a big water storage tanker also. That is true, it's an ocean, but what I felt in this journey, that is like a mountain with ever-changing peak. First time I heard DTM Jayanara and I thought, oh, this is one of them. Then I heard young fellow Mazai, DT Mazai. Oh, this is a very young. What a presentation he did. So every time in this journey, we are experiencing the new peak. It's a mountain with a new peak, ever-changing peak. And we are blessed that we have got the right combination. It's an equilibrium. We got the very senior Toastmasters like Toastmaster Santosh Kejriwal, Toastmaster Rama Rao, Toastmaster Ramdas Bhatt, Toastmasters B.K. Krishnamurti sir, the 5 years experience they have. On the other side, we got Toastmaster Bopaya, hardly 5 weeks old, right? So 5 years, 5 weeks. We got Toastmaster Atmika. This we got a young blood also. So this is a proper combination of senior most and the young blood. That's why we are blessed. Our NITK BHIVE is blessed with this combination. Now it's time to celebrate the journey, time to celebrate the milestone of 200 meetings. Again, I'm getting the goosebumps. So, to celebrate the journey, I would like to call a person, Toastmaster. There's a very good link between me and her. First time we met in a milestone meeting only, meeting number 125 in Kappan Park here. So I thought, oh, this is a dynamite in a small packet. Anytime can be passed. She knows about everything. I thought football is only Bengalis or Malayalam's portray. I know this. She knows about football. She knows about tattoos. She knows about music, GST, G20. I've given a speech G20. You know, I know this thing. I know this thing already. Like that. She knows about everything. That's why I said dynamite in a small pack. And now she become a hunter wali. So not that hunter wali. Recently she bought one RE Hunter 350 to cherish her journey, life journey or whatever. So add more value in this celebration. I would like to call the dynamite in a small packet, Toastmaster Atmika Bhatt. Please.
Thank you, Toastmaster Cycle, for those very, very, very kind words. And once again, a very warm welcome. And as Toastmasters covered a lot of milestones, big milestone areas that this club has gone through, the journey of this club was not the smoothest, but only bumpy roads make good drivers, and only very, very rough seas make good sailors. So I think NITK Beehive has embodied this journey of becoming a good sailor or a good rider. And I would say rider rather than driver, thanks to, as he said, a new bike. But I think through the journey of not just the mentors and mentees, through the experiences and perspectives that a lot of you bring to the table, NITK Beehive has been able to grow. I'll give you a very small example. We tend to remember bigger milestones. We tend to remember 100, 125, 150, 200. And Toastmaster Saikat mentioned the 88th meeting. Sometimes when you go back, you remember the big days in your life, right? You remember maybe your 30th birthday. You maybe remember your 25th anniversary. But life is something that happens every single day. And as anybody knows, if you have to start, you have to start with one step. You can't really jump to the 25th step. You have to start with one step. You constantly put in your effort, put in that persistence, bring in that resilience to show that you can reach the 25th step. And this particular club, I have personally seen through those steps. So yes, I was not involved in the initial building of this club. I've been a part of this club only for the last 2 years. And yes, there were days when, as he said, do we cancel the meeting? Do we really need to continue? And even in those days when it was just 4 and 5 people, the quality of the meeting never dipped. It's about staying true to your values. Just as the founder of Toastmasters International, Ralph C. Smedley, did. His first club was not the most successful. Neither was his second club. Neither was his third club and his fourth club. But he learned from his journey of those four clubs to make his fifth club the successful one. The one that we know today was his fifth club. It is the idea of persistence and resilience that builds a person's character. And it's not just for a person, it may be for a team, it may be for a corporate, it may be for a family. It's this idea of being able to bounce back from wherever you were. As they say, it's not about how hard you fall when you hit. It's about how quickly you get back after you fall. So this 200th meeting is therefore extremely special. Through those from 0 to 199, ensuring that no matter what happens, no matter how you fall, have the grace to get back up and keep fighting. So my personal wish for this club going forward is you keep fighting. You keep kicking and you say, there is still more to come, and there are still more goals to reach. So with that, I definitely think we all need a big round of applause for every single person. Given that this is the 200th meeting and we're celebrating something really, really special, we are not going down the route we generally go through. So generally, a Toastmaster meeting would consist of 3 sections. The first one would be the prepared speeches. The second one would be a table topics section, and the third would be an evaluation. So instead, we're just changing it up a little bit, and our first section is a debate section. Debate is healthy for life. It may be annoying, it may be frustrating, but the skills that we learn in debate, in putting across our thoughts in a well-mannered, coherent way, and try as much as possible to convince the person in front of you, I think is a very valuable skill. I try very hard to argue with my mom and very, very rarely win against her. It's not just the advantage that she has as my mother and the age that she has over me with her experience. It's that she's able to counter me on her feet. I can bring in the latest statistics. She knows exactly what to say. And I think in a setup like this, we learn those kind of things. I don't know if I'm ever going to be successful against her, but I wish that we have today's debate in such a way that we learn something new. So, in this regards, our today is, do we need to have a 1-year mandatory military service in India? It is mandatory in a lot of places. It spans from 1 year to 2 years to an expense to much larger, depending on the country and their needs. But Indian Army has the distinguishing factor of being the world's largest voluntary army, which means it's not compulsory. So, do we need to bring in this factor of a mandatory army participation? And to kick off this particular topic, I would like to call upon the leader for our fall team, which will be Toastmaster Anand Ramachandran.
Good morning, all the Toastmasters. It's a very nice topic and very hard topic to speak to also. do we need to have a compulsory 1-year army training for the Indian in the age group of 18 to 22? Let me take you to the map of the world. India straddles the region in the Indian Ocean where the trade routes that are going are the most precious. $7 trillion worth of trade happens in this route. 80% of the maritime oil goes through this route. And with the power structure shifting from the Western Hemisphere to the Eastern Hemisphere, this is going to be the trade route. And the people who control the trade route is going to control the map, especially the eastern space, eastern half of the map will be controlled by them. With India having Lakshadweep on your west and Andaman on your right, on your east, we are situated in such a place where we can control the whole thing. And she was just telling me about, do we need to have 10 million people? Do we need it? We saw what happened in Ukraine. We thought in one week the Russians are going to get into Ukraine and the war will be done. With the force multiplier weapons that are there, even after 2 years, the Ukrainian people have done nothing. They have, the Ukrainian people have got into the Russian skin and removed their armor. They've decimated their frontline forces. And the Russians now are dipping into the reserve forces. So you need to have a 1-year mandatory training. I am for the resolution and I am taking it forward from that.
We are having 30 seconds for the judges to mark our leader number 1.
Seconds are.
So next, what is a debate if you have only one side? So representing the side from against the topic is our team leader, Toastmaster Santosh Kejriwal.
We are fearful fighters, right? And so are our armed forces also. But their fearfulness did not come in just 1 year or 2 years. Each and every defense person has to go on, years of dedication, discipline, commitment. That's what makes them what they are today. Can you just imagine 1 year or 2 years or 3 years of military service? Will that make them what they are today? No. 2 examples I will give. Can you become a doctor in 1 year? PBS. PBS. What is it? Can you become an IT professional in 1 year? What skills you learn? Software or hardware? No. Sachin Tendulkar, someone is
So
talking.
1 minute up.
Sachin Tendulkar. He broke records, he made name for himself, everything. But had he been on the cricket field just for 1 year, would he have achieved those things? Chance. Any sports, any skills you take. Take Bharatanatyam. Can anyone learn Bharatanatyam or Kathak dance in 1 year? Time is too
1
short.
minute 30 seconds.
By the time you get to know what that skill is about, your 1 year is gets over. So, in my opinion, sufficient time has to be given for each and every skill. And mandatory, no chance. Compulsory, illa. Okay. Thank you, sir.
So
Yeah.
we've had our leaders bring in their perspectives, which means it's time for some tackling. So the first speakers from both for and against teams, that will be Toastmaster Prasanna Kumari from team for and Toastmasters Shaikat Nandi for team against.
To so giving 1 year compulsory military training, the government needs to increase the budget in the defense in a huge manner because we are one of the highest, not one of the highest, but the highest population, 1.5 billion. Now it has already. So think about the budget. We need to allocate more for this 1 year training, only 1 year military training. You know what is the budget now? Is almost 6 lakhs crores. Last year allocated 6 lakhs crores. That is 13%, close to 14% of the total budget allocation, as per the PRS legislative documents, budget documents. Whereas second largest allocation in road and transport, it's 2,75,000 crores allocation, and that is increased by 25% because defense is something that is like vitamins for us. It will give protection, but road and transport is like reed ka haddi, that is spinal cord. Last year, government increased 25% allocation in road and transport. For a developed country, we need to increase our road transport also. We are already heavily invested, heavily allocated into defense. So we need to think about the other sector also. It's not like that we are like other country that we don't have allocation in defense. We have huge allocation in defense already. We need to grow or growing. In America, per kilometer cost is only 4 rupees. Road and transport cost. In India, it's 15 rupees. So that we need to decrease. Government is doing that. We need to increase. We need to grow. If we need to grow, we need to allocate our budget in other places also instead of defense only.
But the way our country is going and the youth is dispersing. So I would like to say it is an investment for the future of our country. Why? Because we are investing to train them in their disciplinary way, and their sense of belonging is very less now. So to make them feel the sense of belonging is our own country, the discipline, it is a camaraderie. If you get a training for a year, it's a camaraderie. So you don't take it as a cost. It is an investment for the future of our country, which is growing economy. So it will help in the economy of our country also, and the sense of belonging to the country and the nationality which we are losing now.
But
The youth is
where is the
dispersed.
budget now? We can do that by NCC also now. Why you
So
need to invest on the military?
The
only?
NCC is entirely different. We are
Firstly,
getting
1 year
training
military, 1 year
inside the-
military training is not sufficient. It's not
See,
sufficient.
we
You
are
need to be a
We are
rigorous,
not,
you need to go through a
we are not
rigorous-
training them for the war.
Yeah,
We are training them for the to support the future of our country.
correct. For that other
Yeah.
options also there. Now we can invest
No,
in
the discipline,
Why?
the backbone of the
So
army. is the
NCC will do the same.
everybody
way.
can't be NCC.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why we are democratic country? We cannot force them. We join
No,
as a military.
As you said,
Right.
it is a democratic
Correct.
country. If the democratic country where there is no discipline, then it will go into an anarchy.
Where is no discipline? That's for
See,
disciplinary
you
action.
take the
we
youth
can
of today.
introduce.
You take the youth of today.
Yeah.
Their sense of belonging to our country is not there. We because it is dispersing to the other country. They are moving towards the other country. They don't like to serve
That's
that.
why growth is required. For growth, we need to increase our allocation in other sector.
No, sir, for that, you need you
Why people are
discipline
going?
and sense of
Why
belonging.
people are going to other countries? Because there is
Because
no
they don't have feel
Exactly.
the sense of belonging.
no
You
belonging because
create
we are
that,
not
you
providing
need
the we are not providing the proper infrastructure.
Let's give 30 seconds for the judges. I think our first set of speakers came aptly dressed in red for a few years back.
That's what I also thought.
So we go on to our second set of speakers. So from the team 4, it will be Toastmaster Colonel Ramarao, and from team against, it will be Toastmaster Sudipto Sood.
Out of 190 odd countries in the globe, there are almost 85 countries where mandatory military service is already prevalent. But if you look at it, out of that, the way they have categorized it is, in many countries, the training is mandatory, but not induction into the service. Okay? And to give live examples, I have professional colleagues who are based out of Singapore and all, Israel, where the 2 years mandatory training is there. When this Israel war is happening right now, you know what they are doing? They are sitting at home. Is this military training actually so effective that they can actually go ahead and participate in active combat? No, because they are not even called for. Then what is the use of having this mandatory, military service at all in the first place? That is my first argument, sir.
There was a picture of a 92-year-old veteran wearing his old uniform and coming to the battlefield. There are ladies in the Israeli army who wore the uniform when as they were young, and they came and rejoined their old battalions. These are the examples where there is no call for
They were
the
already
service.
in the service, sir. We are talking not that. We are talking about inculcating, mandatory service to the young who are still in their, adulthood, getting into adulthood, crossing, teenagers. Okay, and for them,
That exactly is the point. Unless that is done at the age of 15, 16, 17, 18, it cannot happen at the age of 92, believe me.
but
Without software, this is even worse than a stone. It can't even function like a stone. Right?
perfectly.
Only when there is life, when there is software, it is of some value. And beyond that, like human body also, today you call me Ramara because I have life, I have mind, I have soul. The moment it is gone, that body ko idhar utha, udhar utha.
Yes, but what is the use of a defunct software? Not everybody will be capable enough to serve the military in their full might and capacity because of certain inherent, ability, lack of ability that they may have. Right?
That
That
thing-
cannot be forced upon. It should be a freedom of choice that need to be given
Yes.
to an individual as to where they need to put their emotion and motivation into.
Agreed that for a career, it is by choice, but whereas developing the capability is concerned, have you sent your child to preschool?
Yes, I did.
Physically, intellectually, emotionally, socially, the development
We
happens.
already have a tradition of yoga which inculcates all of these things without going to the sturdiness of a military training.
irrespective of
discipline-
what system we are using, whether it is yoga or the other, believe me, in that 1 year of military service, the kind of investment which will happen in that child will be enough.
I myself trained myself to become an Air Force pilot. I spent 4.5 years. I passed through, physical, mental. Where I failed was psychological. So even 4.5 years of rigorous training was not enough for me to get into, armed forces. Do you really think 1 year of service is going to make them capable enough? I don't think so, sir.
Only there are certain criteria which have to be met to get into the services. Anybody
Yes.
who is beyond that,
Yes.
intellectually beyond that,
Which means it cannot be made mandatory, sir. Exactly, it cannot be made mandatory.
mandatory for the development of the characteristics of a leader, a good citizen.
There are other alternatives to do so. Military service is not the only avenue, and that freedom.
And timer, please mark 30 seconds. You thought the war was getting a little lull. It is only intensifying from here. And one person who trained to go into the Air Force and another person who had a career army person, I think were matched opponents for this round. So in our next round, from the team for, we have Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, and for team against, we have Toastmaster Gopal.
Let me give you all a different perspective. We have been talking about whether it is compulsory or not. May I ask you a simple question to you all? What do you feel when you see a man in uniform? Don't you feel proud?
Yes.
Don't you feel he is very courageous? Don't you have confidence you can sleep? Yes. What we are talking is to educate the people in that discipline. We are not asking them to get into the services, make them services. Let me just also tell you all that. Then let us divide the society into two parts. Let us say that one part is a uniformed part and the other is a civilian part. We are all in civilians. What we are doing? We have a lot of choices. We are independent. We are controlled, not controlled. We are influenced. We divide the society on basis of region, religion, caste, everything. But when you see a disciplined, uniformed man, there is a chain of command. You have confidence, you sleep very peacefully at home, that somebody is able to take care of you. Whether he is a military man or man, you can sleep very peacefully. Now, why I am saying this is very much essential is that this will cultivate. The second point, what we are asking is about the age group, 18 years age. This is the age. Remember when you all have walked through this age, how energetic you were, how strong you were, and how manipulative you were. If you are able to go into the defense services, you will be able to take it up and you will be made disciplined. How will you be made disciplined? You will be broken into pieces. Your ego will not. You will not think about caste, region, religion, but you will be made to think. You will be made to be disciplined. And everywhere, one word goes with success is discipline, and nothing but discipline.
With all due respect, sir, whatever your opinions are well taken, but we are a country of 1.5 billion people, and you also mentioned about the age group. We're talking about people within 25 years of age. Let me bring the issue of the risk. Whenever you are enrolling yourself or your children into the military training, there's a lot of risk involved, not only physically but also mentally. There are a lot of people. It is a very old report from the Times of India in 2017 says that every year 1,600 people die of non-combat related issues, and these are people who are undergoing training. this can, so it's not right to say that there are people who are going to be going into the combat and they die only in combat. But in training as well, and they die too. Do you say your kids, your nephew, your son get into the army and
in 1 year you are not going to die. 1 year you are not going to die. You are going to. You are being trained in that. Now let me ask you one more question. Wouldn't you want your son or daughter to be very disciplined?
Yes.
Wouldn't you want to develop a skill set where you are going to think out of the box? Will you not develop a skill?
So
going through. There are many people who are NCC. How disciplined they are. Have you seen that? We always talk now that people are not going to do and go for a combat after one. Are they combat prepared? No, we don't want people to be prepared for combat. We want them to prepare for their life. Whereas then they are doing their life better. They are building the nation in a different perspective.
Understood. But how many people in the room today are from the defense forces? No,
we are not, because we are not having that as a compulsory. Make them compulsory, and I am sure everyone will be disciplined.
Talk about PTSD. The American claim that people coming from Iran and Afghanistan, every year 40,000 people are undergoing PTSD. They cannot face.
Americans are thinking in a different fashion. Let's not talk about Americans.
We've heard from team members from both sides bring in their views, share their perspectives with us, which means it's time only for one thing, to bring back our leaders. So please let us welcome back onto our stage Toastmaster Anand Ramachandra and Toastmaster Santosh Kejriwal.
With you. Should
Discipline, military training, as a reservist, with the unknown geopolitics that's happening, cost is not a factor. But they were telling 1.7% of the GDP is all that's being spent. It's an investment and not a expense. So having all this, considering all this, having a 1 year training is mandatory. We may have a few people going off in the middle, saying that it's not possible. That's okay. There is still, even if it is 14 crores or 20 crores we are training and 6 crores goes away, 8 crores goes away, the rest will still be there as a reservist, which is a very formidable force that was needed in the country for the development and nation building. So I feel that
you talk of investment, you talk of discipline. In 1 year, you think a person can achieve discipline?
Agniveers are trained in 6 months.
In 1 year, what will the government invest?
Agniveers are trained in 6 months.
Agniveers are trained in 6 months.
6
right?
months.
But
And the next 6 months they are
after
trained.
that, what happens to them? After that, what happens to them?
They are trained with the respective arms that they choose. That they choose.
That investment is
Not
utter expense. It's not an investment.
No. It is an investment.
It's an expense.
It is an
Which
investment.
government should never do. And
It is an investment. When we have the force, we are talking about a war scenario in peacetime. When we have the force multiplier weapon sitting at you and your army being decimated, you have the Agniveers already there. The Agniveers are already Already trained.
Discipline is boss.
Already trained. Already
2
trained.
minutes up.
1 year training, no one.
They are already trained. Antivirus, as I said, is trained in 6 months.
Listen, one more thing.
Another 6 months they are trained in the respective
No way,
arms.
no way, no way, no way. You pick up any study, any research, 1 year.
We have the colonel here and the major.
Let them corroborate.
They can corroborate my points.
Yes, yes,
The enemies, the thing that is happening
I'm
today
sure,
on the
I'm sure
ground.
after the
On the
debate,
ground.
he will come back and say 1 year is not sufficient. This is a process, ongoing and ongoing
No,
process.
we are
Years
training
of
for
years,
we are
years of
training
years.
for the reservists.
This-
As of now,
It has to be an ongoing process. 1 year is not.
yes,
Yeah.
you're right on that count. Every
Huh?
year, any of
Every
these
year.
countries which have this mandatory
3
training,
minutes up.
any of these countries which have mandatory trainings also have a 2 months mandatory training to keep them fit.
Which are the countries that have smaller?
Israel, Singapore.
Smaller countries.
Yes,
Smaller countries.
today,
India is a large country.
today a small
India-
country like Ukraine has decided. And if it can happen to Russia, it can happen to India.
It can happen.
See-
It can happen, but it not happen in India.
No,
India
I'll tell you.
have a very good
Vietnam did
system.
not attack America.
Because
Iraq did not attack. Small despot sitting there,
We're talking
and
smaller
India
countries.
straddling the most important trade route to say,
Imagine.
take out this democracy, take out
Imagine.
Modi, take out regime change. We have Iraq happening in India. We will have Iraq happening
You are
in
giving
India.
examples, all smaller countries. Let us talk about bigger countries. India in itself.
No, that's what I said.
Every year.
Thank you very much.
In every aspect, generally the leader leads. But in our debate today, our leaders have not just led, they have also backed up the team in a very, very, very beautiful manner. So you'll be getting chits now. This is for the best individual debater, and we would like you to fill that.
Judges' time is up.
So I would like to now call upon the team leader for the for team, Toastmaster Anand Ramachandra, to summarize your side of the
With a very fluid geopolitics happening around the world, and the Middle East being unstable, and India straddling the most important trade routes, having a reservist force is the most important thing that a country can do, and India has to do. We have the smaller islands on our west, the Lakshadweep, and the smaller islands on our Andaman, which is strategically extremely important, and when we need to deploy there, we need more forces. With the weaponry, the technology going up 10 notches and force multiplier weapons coming in, we need more and more forces. A bomb can kill somebody, but you need an army to go and occupy and say the territory is ours. For that, you need people. And 1 year may not be enough, but the continuous process of 2 months of adding on to it to keep them fit and to keep them in the loop is the most important thing. And the geopolitics, we're being so fluid, one despot is all that is needed to decimate a country as big as ours, where we are struggling. And for the last 60 years, our armed forces have been starved of resources. We are not up there in the American levels where we have the best of the best technology to help us. So we need more forces there. So I say 1 year mandatory training, bringing in everybody is mandatory.
upon the team leader for a guest, Toastmaster Santosh.
Yes. Okay, now we have all heard two teams talking and discussing or talking, debating for and against. Let me give all of you a different perspective, a solution to all these problems. 1 year mandatory in military is absolutely no, no, no. What you should actually do is, right from grade 8, you must see that students join either the NCC or NSS up to grade 12. 5 years. This should be made mandatory. As they come into this, the youths, the youngsters, girls or boys, they get trained. And slowly and steadily, students who are not capable physically or mentally will get filtered out. By the time they come to grade 12, we have good amount of youths ready to come into military. They should go
1
take
minute,
this
Jack.
rigorous training, not over 1 year. It should be a process year on year, year on year, and year on. 100% 1 year military training or any training for that matter in any skill is
1
not
minute,
at all-
15 seconds.
Not at all justified. Not at all justified. Thank you all so much.
Now we have 2 minutes silence so that our judges can establish. So the small sheet that we give to you has two spaces. So the first one is for the best debater. The second one is for best table topics master. The best table topic speaker. So we would request you to hold on to the chip till we complete the table topic session and write both names and then submit it.
2 minutes, sir.
Thank you. If not anything, the anticipation is killing us right now. But we will have to keep this anticipation for a little more time because we will now move on to. I always say this every single meeting. It's the favorite part of a Toastmasters meeting for me, and it's the table topic session. Why is table topic the most fun thing for me? Because you can't prepare for it. It's all about impromptu speaking. A lot of things you deal with that you're not really prepared for that day. You don't get up in the morning saying, I want to go. You don't get up in the morning saying, my client is going to be a pain in the ass today. You don't. But through practice, through your experience, you gain tools. You have things in your back pocket that allows you to deal with the situation on the go. And one such tool is impromptu speaking. How do you quickly, coherently put your ideas together in such a way that you get the communication across to the person in front of you? And to develop this particular skill and to lead our session today is none other than my mentor in this class, Master Ramdas Bhatt.
We have had intense debate. It's time to have fun. This is actually a relaxing session where we come up and share our thoughts on the given topic. And for the guests, as mentioned by Toastmaster of the day, this is impromptu where we're given a topic, we come up here and speak on the given topic. And today being special, we thought we'll do something special in the given topic as well. So I'll be calling two people on the stage. So the debate will continue here as well, because through the life we have been having debate at home, at office. I want something, my friend said no, right? I have to convince her. So life is nothing but convincing other person that has to be done like what I want. So let's see today how we can able to convince the other person on the stage on a given topic. The time given is 3 minutes. Timer, please make a note. 2 minutes green. Speak at least for 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes yellow and 3 minutes red. We have 30 seconds after 3 minutes. Then we wrap out to conclude the session here. Conclude the speech here. Is it clear? Yes. At home, in fact, I used to earlier when I got married fresh, I used to have a lot of argument, shouting to make sure that things are done as per my wish. That worked only for some time. My wife became stronger and the kids came. That part of became stronger. So nowadays, I just listen, I agree to disagree, and rarely I'm able to win. Even a debate or any topic, I'm not able to convince my wife. So let's see today here on the stage, we're able to convince the other person on the stage. So I'll give the topic first. I'll not repeat the topic. I'll read the topic once and I'll call two members on the stage and we need to start discussing on the topic. Is it clear? And audience need to mark the best favorite of speaker. If it's two, write both the names and they it as well at the end. Ready? Let's have fun. Relax. Time is 3 minutes. 2 minutes green, 2.5 yellow, 3 minutes red. 30 seconds will wrap up. 3.5 minutes will wrap up. Okay? Yeah, both of them together is 3 minutes. Start with the first topic.
Yes.
You want to watch a movie, decide to go to theatre, and one of you would like to go to a Kannada movie which is running, which has been celebrating 100th day, and there is a Hindi movie which is 200th day celebrations going on. So you discuss amongst you and then decide or convince the other person which movie should go. You have to go to movie. One of you want to go to Kannada movie, other person wants to go to Hindi movie, you convince other person. So may I invite Toastmaster DKK sir and Toastmaster Levin.
Come on, Ilana, do it.
Let us go to Kannada movie because Kannada, ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಮಕ್ಕಳೆಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. Son of the soil, we all should encourage Kannada. Otherwise, how you will ever be able to support our industry, Kannada industry? Hindi, there is all over India, it is there, but we should not get into the trap. Come on.
No, there is a nice movie, 12th Fail. We need to go. It's so inspiring, and it's not about language. It's about the movie and how inspiring it is and what we learn from the movie. So I think we should go to this 12th Fail movie only because it is also inspired on real life incidents of an IAS and an IRS officer. This really happened, and it's really nice. Read the reviews. I think we should go for this only.
No, listen. Don't see, you are telling you are staying in Kannada, Bangalore, so we should encourage that. Otherwise, where will the artists go? If the producers suffer loss, we'll wind up and next time no Kannada movie will ever come. So we'll never ever get to see Kannada movies only. So let us be impartial here and let us get into Kannada movie. Let us watch that.
No, you tell which Kannada movie. There are so many movies. It is not just for the sake of.
Whichever you said.
It's not just
I have no choice.
See, I am telling you a movie that is already successful. It is running in the theaters. 12th fail. You don't even know which movie we have to go to, and you are telling we have to go to Kannada movie. Name Kannada movie, and we will decide.
Okay, you go to Hindi movie, I will go to Kannada.
Kannada 50% discount ಇದೆ ಪಾಪ್ಕಾರ್ನ್ 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ
ಅದೇ movie go to
Yeah, if you can't convince, get convinced, or compromise and go with the flow, I think it's a good. Just think the second situation. Both of you are in a mall and you're fully tired. You're so hungry. You want to have food. One of you want to have only South Indian food. Other person wants to have only North Indian food. Only 2 restaurants in that mall. One catering only South Indian. There's no North Indian available. Other is North Indian food only. No South Indian available. You convince other person to go to your favorite food. Clear? We invite Toastmaster Sanjay and our guest please.
Oh no, this one.
And
On the spot, me.
You can decide which food you want to have.
Oh Lord.
Who is the South Indian between the two?
Yeah.
Rachel.
Rachel is South Indian.
No, I'm South Indian. Is it?
Yeah, you can
Actually, I like North Indian.
Hello Toastmasters and welcome all the guests. We are going to debate. I'm a North Indian, so I prefer North Indian food. And whenever you are hungry, you're in a mall, of course you like to have your roti, makhani, dal, naans, and all.
Okay, for me it is always South Indian because there's such a variety of food we have in South, which is very diverse. If you look at the North, it's mainly rotis and dal and very, it's the same or not. Whereas South we have, it's a Malayali food, we have the Kannadiga food, we have the Tamilian food, completely unique. So I think this is something that I would definitely be a favorite about.
No,
because
I don't think so. I mean, varieties are there. North India also you have Rajasthani, you have Marwari, you have our own Afdi cuisine, you have dals, you have dal bati churma, you have litti chokha, you have.
But many people have a lot of problem with dals, especially in the South. We have stomach issues.
But you are having sambar. No, sambar is also dal.
Sambar is less of a dal, a very small proportion of
Erika, I think,
the dals.
instead of getting into this, South Indian, because North Indian.
I think I agree. I think we should, because India is so diverse, we
Yes,
must
exactly.
be able to have both of South.
Because every cuisine
That's
has
what we
everyone
did.
good. So
Very
we can, we have a thing, have a bit of South Indian and go to have a bit of North Indian, a combo.
So we learn about both the cuisines too. I think
Exactly.
it's important to learn both the cuisines.
So that is our this thing. And I mean, it all depends on how we can go to South Indian first and then come to North Indian.
Or we can actually, it's good.
It's always the lady's way, you can't help it.
And take one plate of North Indian, one plate of South Indian, and
Mix
have
it.
a meal together.
Exactly.
Compromise.
And roti and sambar taste very well. Yeah, it's true. You must have tried. Yes.
I tried.
So,
And dahi and chapati is also very nice.
Yes, exactly.
Very good. Everybody likes it.
yeah, exactly. Thank you so much.
Thank
Are we
you.
within the time?
Yes.
Thank you.
It was completely a surprise for me. The first class. So.
You man chocolates.
Oh.
Not Indian, South Indian. Now, I think the Snickers are good. It's combination of both.
Okay, again, it's one more compromise.
As always.
Question was, you have only South in one restaurant, you can't mix up both.
I know.
The third situation is, you got 5 lakh rupees as LTC, leave trial concession from your office, and you have to go, because in LTC you have to submit your travel tickets. So one of you decide to go to Maldives, you like the beaches there. Other person wants to go to Lakshadweep, because Modi ji is recently promoted. So one person wants to go to Maldives, other person to Lakshadweep. You convince each other. You can't go to 2 places, both of it at the same time. So convince other person to come with you. We invite Toastmaster Sudipto ji and Toastmaster Richa.
Will you marry me? And so, sorry that I have continued, but if you would have, I have 5 lakh rupees coming in my way, in the form of leave travel compensation, and we can easily go to Lakshadweep and have a jolly good time, the best of the resorts, the best of the cuisine, having, evening in the cruise, candlelit dinner, the works. What do you say?
For that, I don't have to marry you. I can go with you like that as well. It's better, and I would like to go there.
You know all the controversy that's happening around Maldives, right?
So what's
It's so
the
expensive.
controversy? That's the word talking about it. It's our choice. It's our independent decision.
Yeah, Lakshadweep, we can spend a whole week with that 5 lakh rupees. Just imagine, you don't even need a visa. You just drive down to Kerala. It's very scenic beauty. I got a nice, 4x4. We can drive down to Kerala and take just a short 1 hour flight to Lakshadweep and have almost a week's stay
Why
of fun and
stay for
frolic.
1 week? We can just go and enjoy for 2 days and come back.
We need to submit bills for 5 lakhs also, no? What is the use of that? Otherwise the money will go waste.
Everyone is convinced by your speech.
About file, file regarding this.
Which one? Choose.
So here you are giving her a choice.
Sure, at home will not do it so easily, right?
I wish.
Fine. The next situation is, one of you love dog as your pet, want to have in your house, whereas your partner is not willing to have dog. That person likes the street dogs but not at home. So one of you want to have dog as pet, other person doesn't want to have dog as pet in the house. So would you like to please come, both of you?
Neelam and Sanjay.
Please.
Medika Gandhi.
Please.
Hello, Priya. My son looks too much of noise. Sorry, yeah? Hello, to us. Our first visit, it's my first visit, I think. He's coming.
As a guest.
So I hope just
Try
say
to whatever the topic you will
yeah. And I think the topic what you have given us, we do have this practical problem at home. So he does not want to get a pet in the house, and I'm telling him, get a pet in the house. So let's start. So you didn't want a pet, right? I'm telling you, we should have a pet. It teaches our children. We have a small child in the house, grandchild. It teaches us so much to share, a lot of caring, sharing, and so much of stress buster. So why don't you want it?
It's all only for the time being, because end of the day, no problem. You go to the office, I go to the office, and who manages the thing? So you have to understand that when you keep a pet, it's like a responsibility. So take your decision on that.
We can manage. When all of us will come on the same platform, we all can manage. I think you should go in my decision.
Now I request you try to manage with the budget. How we can manage with the existing budget what we have. We have to take care of this all these medical expenses, these needs, everything. So you have to be very cautious before you put in.
Yes, agree with you. But this is only one added family member. So as we will have a budget for all our family members, we are having just one more family member. So I think you should give in because it's the best stress buster and the best friend we have throughout it.
Agree. End of the day.
End of the day, end of the day. Thank you so much.
What is left is always right. Actually, I want to so now you have to decision get out of.
My wife used to consult me earlier. Now she says you should. And my wife thinks she's always right, whatever decision she takes. Just go with the best of the option.
The wives are always right.
Yeah, correct. That's what they think.
And the husbands are left out.
Do we have a choice? No.
The next situation is you have a chance to meet Prime Minister Modi for 2 minutes. It's the greatest opportunity you have. You have to convince him to start Toastmasters Club in every colleges in India as part of NEP, education policy. So you have to convince Prime Minister Modi in 2 minutes to start Toastmasters Club in every colleges in India. Whom I can invite better than our division director, Toastmasters.
The benefits of a Toastmasters club has to be understood by every youth in this country. India has a lot of talent, but sir, the problem is India lacks in a good communication skills. We at Toastmasters can build the best communication platform for all the youngsters who are available around, and also they will become great leaders and they will serve the country much better than being in military for 1 year. Ask them to become Toastmasters, then become Toastmasters to become better communicators and can deliver better for India, like the way you can do it, sir. Who understands about communication better than you, Mr. Modi? So let's ask all our Indians to become communicators. Language is no barrier. We are open to open clubs in Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, whatever language you say. But yes, let us focus on English being an international language and also let people learn in communicating in other languages. What do you think, sir?
Next topic is again situation. We want one volunteer who is a smoker.
Smoker will do.
Yeah, who is smoking? Who's smoker? Any volunteer?
Okay.
Please come.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, go ahead.
Come. Don't know volunteer. Doesn't like other person to smoke. Please come. Sanjay Sindhu already spoke once. Sorry.
I know.
Anyone else non-smoker who is not smoker? So non-smoker need to convince a smoker to give up the habit for his own health.
Yeah, चल एक सुधा भी इतना stress है यार life में. There is so much stress going on these days, you know, the Ukraine war, this war, that war, house में war, घर पे war.
House and
Stress is part of life. Doesn't mean that you have to burn your lungs for it.
No, I'm not. You see, the nicotine that comes in, it gives such a beautiful
It's
release.
just in your mind. Have you heard of the word?
Are you talking about the dopamine effect?
Yes.
That's exactly what I want. You know, the thrill of having that dopamine into your nervous actually going to give you such exuberance that gives you the energy to go on and on.
But that is just temporary. That's the drug that you're talking about.
You come and work with my boss, okay?
You take the
And
drug
you
once.
don't know my wife at home, okay? She is driving me crazy. What should I do?
It's a temporary thing. You take the drug once, it wears out after a day. You want the drug again, it becomes a habit.
Boss,
Take a call on your health.
you have not, tasted the brand that I am having, okay? You just have it once. I am sure you're going to love it again and again and again.
All right. I'm convinced. But let me ask you one thing. Weekend, let us go play cricket.
Yeah, sure.
Or badminton.
Yeah, sure.
I want to play for like 4 hours.
Yes.
Are you able to
Yes, you don't know my fitness levels, boss. I have trained, myself to be an Air Force pilot. I can go on and on.
But smoking breaks down your stamina.
I don't think so. It actually builds so much of stamina.
You plan for breath. Plan for breath.
No, it has actually helped me. You come, let's go.
Yeah, you go for a jog, but still, stamina is.
Based on that argument, I smoked on top of the Everest base camp.
Oh, lovely.
We did nothing but polluting. That we carried it back again.
And please note the names of the speakers is displayed there. Please vote for the best table talk speaker pair or individual after this topic is over. We want volunteers here, and we would like to have people who are not spoken. Atmitaji, we want people who are not spoken so far. And the topic is you want to go out, and your option between a car or a scooter. You can go by car, or you can go in a scooter, two of you, in the fresh air, or your choice of going by car. So one of you would pick for the car, to go by car, other person by scooter. Any volunteers who have not spoken so far, please. You have 3 minutes.
Sir, 2 minutes ಒಳಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Let it be 2 minutes. Nobody is gone about 2 minutes.
नमस्कार सर। बस बेंगलोर तो बड़ा ग्रीन सिटी है। यस। बस किसी सिटी का देखने का मजा तो टू व्हीलर के अलावा क्या मजा है। तो लेट अस अभी एक्टिवा में पेट्रोल भराया हुआ है। सुबह 6 बजे चलते हैं, पार्क चलेंगे बगन पार्क में, और मुझे तो मजा आता है ट्रैफिक रूल को वॉयलेट करने में। अपना स्कूटर घुमाया, चलेंगे कब्बन पार्क घूमेंगे, उसके बाद जाके लाल बाग घूमेंगे, फिर बाद में कोणार्क में जाके कॉफी पी के आएंगे। तो क्या कहते हैं आप?
I have been driving two-wheelers right from, when I was small, going to school and college. But I think now at this age, it is better to go by four-wheeler because there's always a risk of falling down.
अरे सर अभी उम्र के कारण ये सर साठा पे पाठा आता है। आपकी यंग एज वो कॉलेज वाली लाइफ, सर अभी पूरी जिंदगी आपने काम करके, मुझे पता है गांधी जी बहुत कंट्रोल रखती है आपका। छोड़िए, मजा आएगा।
Yeah, I agree what you are saying. I also would have loved to go by scooter, but as of now, I feel that going by car has got a lot of advantages. One is the safety, your safety, because you have to be safe for your family. It's not what you are thinking. You have to think of your family, your children, and everybody. So I think from that point of view, going by car at this particular age probably would be more beneficial to look after not only of yourself but also your family.
सर पार्किंग काम करेंगे अपन आधा घंटा, अपने को आधा घंटा मॉर्निंग में करना है, उसके अंदर पार्किंग की जगह नहीं मिलेगी।
There are places for parking. You can always park.
सर आइए सर, एक बार आप वापस से अपने वापस कॉलेज का लाइफ जिएंगे। लेटस एक बार आप सुबह 6 बजे मैं आपको कॉल करूंगा, स्कूटर लेके आपके काम खड़ा रहूंगा।
We'll do one thing. I'll go by car. You follow me by scooter.
आपकी संगत का आधे घंटे बैठ के आपसे पीछे आप पीछे बैठे रहेंगे, अच्छे अच्छे गाने सुनाएंगे, तो मजा क्या आएगा।
ಸರ್ ಅದು ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್
Okay, so please mark the best table topics portal, please. So you write the best debater and the best table talk speaker. Please write, close the check and pass it on to Chandrasekhar. Want a pen, you can take.
Best team means one of the three teams. Overall,
Yeah, please.
Best debater you combine along with this, ours.
Best debater, your choice.
Not the team, just one person, sir. One person.
Yeah, they have a choice, but that you have given choice to everybody. No? Totally
Yeah,
along with others. Everybody.
Request to settle down. Yeah, vote for the best debater, one person best debater, and best debater speaker, either the player or okay, so let's for the next session. For this, I invite
I think now you got a glimpse of why I like this section. It's always fun. Very unexpected, sometimes expected, but mostly unexpected. But it's a fun session to jog our brains and try to see a little bit of mental gymnastics. In another deviation from our traditional Toastmasters meeting, our next section is the open house. So to kick off this particular section, I have a small poem in honor of the 200 meeting. So it goes like this. 200 meetings and still going strong. We are the Toastmasters, we belong to a club that nurtures us to grow and empowers us to face any foe. We have learned to speak with clarity and grace. We have learned to listen with empathy and embrace. We have learned to lead with vision and action, and we have learned to serve with passion and compassion. We have shared our stories, our dreams, and our fears. We have cheered each other, our joys and our tears. We have challenged ourselves, our limits and our doubts. We have supported each other, our strengths and our clouds. We are more than a club. We are a family. We are more than speakers. We are leaders. We are Toastmasters. We are proud. And we are Toastmasters. We say that loud. So thank you. Continue this session of open house. I ask you to give us a couple of minutes of setup as we have a wonderful musical interlude with Toastmasters Saikat Nandi and Toastmasters Sudipto Sudhir.
Sanjay ji.
Today we are celebrating our journey, the milestone. So let's celebrate the 90s also, old song also, 80s, 90s. So in 90s, early 90s, we used to see a lot of serial, right? So popular. They were very lengthy. But in between, we got very good music. We got ad jingles also in between the soap opera. So let's go with that. Nirma, Nirma, washing powder Nirma, दूध की सफेदी Nirma से आए, रंगीन कपड़ा भी खिल आए, सबकी पसंद Nirma, washing powder Nirma, डिटर्जेंट किया Nirma, Nirma, इसकी गोली लो, दूर करो, ये ज़मीं आसमां, ये ज़मीं आसमां, हमारा घर, हमारा बुलंद भारत की बुलंद तस्वीर, हमारा बाजार, हमारा बाजार, शिरमत्तु चंदना दारुणा गाला संतू, त्वचा कुछ और दिखाए संतू संतू, नन्ना मम्मी द बेस्ट, सौंदर्य साबुन देवा, सौंदर्य साबुन देवा, यू खिली खिली यू सावर सावर है जाने जिगर तू चली कहाँ, सौंदर्य साबुन देवा, सौंदर्य साबुन देवा, हम सभी में कुछ खास हम सभी में है खास है, क्या स्वाद है, क्या स्वाद है, टेस्ट ऑफ इंडिया, अभी गिरा दो दूध में आइस, दूध बन गया मेरी नाइस, रहोगे तुम चिकन पाई, जियोगे पास 99 and two, wonderful जंग चली है पता चला है, अरे जंगल जंगल बात चली है पता चला है, अरे चट्टी पहन के फूल जंगल जंगल पता चला है, चट्टी पहन के फूल खिला, जंगल पहन के फूल खिला,
Kavita expired 2 days back. She was in a surf ad, Kavita Chaudhary or somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, she expired 2 days back. She was also very famous. Surf hota tha.
Now again some old song, because we are not so old, but we need to maintain we need to create the bridge between the young and the senior Toastmaster. So we'll take some song from the 70s, 80s, 90s, as well as 2000 also. I can see a lot of beautiful faces here. Right? हसीना थी
जो तेरी देखी हो गया कमालो मुझको बदल के मेरी से कहीं बदलना वो पहली बार जब मिले हाथों में हाथ जब चले हो गया ये दीवाना होता है प्यार अब ये जाना यार हमें इस मोड़ पे ले आया ये बताए क्या होगा मेरे रंग में रंगने वाली परी हो परियों की रानी यादों में मेरे सपनों का
Super, very nice. Lovely, excellent. Thank you, Alan.
Running short of time, so we can-
But it was lovely, very nice.
Very nice.
Very nicely done. So everybody enjoy. Yeah. Along with the guitar and singing, the drum beats also were super. Right, absolutely good. Very good.
I think after all this praise, they deserve another big round of
Yes.
Oh yeah. I think we can give them two chocolates.
Yeah, you deserve it.
I think what was his salty chocolates? Even that he has three chocolates. Generally, while can I have everybody's attention here? Yes, thank you so much. So generally, while playing cricket, you expect a fast ball, you expect a spin, maybe a yorker, but googly is something you generally don't really look forward to or expect. And currently, I have a googly. We are going to have a quiz session right now. We are not at school, so I can assure you that you're not going to be penalized if you don't do well. But we would love and encourage for every one of you to be participants in this. So to conduct this particular quiz, I would like to again welcome on stage Toastmaster Ramdas Bhatt.
Most of us are members of Toastmasters. Should know a little bit more about Toastmasters than we know when we attend the meetings. This is only about Toastmasters International. to know how much more we know, or at least when you conclude the quiz, you know little bit more about Toastmasters. So when I ask the question, don't answer, please raise your hand, and then I'll call you, tell the answer. If you not have the right answer, ask the other person to answer. Okay? Don't shout out the answer, raise your hands. Clear? Okay. I have 8 questions. We start with the first one. Which year the founder of Toastmasters International? Okay, what's the answer?
1924.
No, question.
Wait for the question to get over.
Which year the founder of Toastmasters was born? Dr. Rapsi Smedley, we know which year he was born. 1800 something.
It cannot be something.
Okay, let's go back to this answer. Yeah.
1878.
That's right. Congrats. What you have done? We know the answer in Google, but it's not intent. Learn something more. 1878 is when the founder of this club was born. Let's have gratitude for him because such a visionary. Because of him, we are all here. Second question is, what is the name of the first 2-page newsletter started in 1930? I'll repeat. What's the name of the first 2-page newsletter which started in the year 1930? What's the name of the newsletter?
Name of the newspaper.
Newsletter. It's been published quarterly. Okay.
Is it Toastmasters International?
No.
Multiple choice
No, sorry. And the name is the Gavel. The Gavel. Gavel is the name of the first newsletter published by Toastmasters International. We know 2 facts about Toastmasters now. Okay, let's go to the third one. This I think many of us would know. I know the North America has maximum number of clubs. So Toastmasters started spreading out to globally to many other countries, which is the first non-American country where the Toastmasters club started. Non-American club. You raise the first.
Canada.
Wrong answer.
India.
Wrong answer. Santosh.
That was Canada.
No.
Okay.
Yes. England is right. And started in south part in England in 1930. Okay. Next question is, in which year did 100 club charted? 100 club of Toastmasters International charted in which year? Right now there are thousands of clubs. A milestone 100 club charted of Toastmasters International. Which year? 1924 we started the first club. Which year the 100th club was started?
1940. Yes.
Okay. It took 13 years, so 1937 is when the 100th club was started. Okay, next question is, this is a very interesting question, I think most of us would know. In which year the membership was open to women?
Women. I can answer.
So you know, definitely I know.
There was policy.
Anybody else?
I was policy.
Which year? Till that year it's open only for men. That year it open to women as well.
1987?
No, wrong.
1972. 73.
1970 is the right answer.
That was policy.
Okay, let me have a follow-up question the same thing. As on right now, what's the percentage of female members? I'm asking percentage of female Toastmaster members in Toastmasters International.
25.
So raise your hand and answer this.
That is 24.
24% women members. No, wrong. I'll give a clue. They are more than 50%.
It is 54.
You said the range from
Close to 60.
60%. 52% are women members. 48%. Okay. Next is in which year DTM award was started by Toastmasters? Distinguished Toastmasters was started in this year. Which year DTM award was started by Toastmasters International?
DTM should answer this.
It was 1970. So 54 years back, 30 plus 24, 54 years back, DTM started. Before that, it is not there. Last question. Who was the first female international president? The first female international president of Toastmasters International. She is a very famous personality. She has a lot of quotations. She is known for inventions as well. She has 28 patents in her name.
Madam Curie.
No. Great. Okay. Her name is Helen Blanchard. She is the first woman president of Toastmasters. Okay. We know 8 facts about Toastmasters now. Thank you. Back to you.
And you learn something new every single day. We are coming towards the very end of this meeting, and the parting words that I would leave you today is only this much. It takes the first step to start. It takes more smaller steps to keep going. And when you stop counting your steps, you will be surprised you would have reached your destination. Thank you. And now I would like to welcome Toastmaster Saikat Nandi for the closing remarks.
In this journey of Toastmasters, of NITK BHIVE, Toastmasters Club, we got a lot of mentors, coaches, and we got the founder members also. 2 of them are present today here. Okay. So I would like to call the name Toastmaster B.K. Krishnamurthy. Toastmaster Santosh Kejriwal. Toastmaster Niranjan. And distinguished Toastmaster Emil Bhatt, sir. We are celebrating the 200th meeting today, but without them, they have started the club, they have started this initiative, so we have a citation for them. So on behalf of I'm seeing his face, he's getting emotional, Ramdas is getting emotional. You have to come, Ramdas, here. On behalf of entire NITK BHIVE Toastmasters Club, we extend our deepest gratitude for chartering our club, NITK BHIVE. Your leadership, foresight established a firm foundation for our vibrant and dynamic community. We especially appreciate your initiative in bringing the gap between Toastmaster and Rotary. A lot of people ask why Rotary here. So they started this thing that with Rotary, a lot of Rotarians I can see here. So they reduced the gap and they started this Toastmasters Club, NITK BHIVE Toastmasters Club. This has allowed numerous Rotary presidents and members to refine their communication and leadership skill through the Toastmasters program. Your dedication to spreading Toastmasters has profoundly impacted countless individuals thanks to your unwavering efforts, thousands have gained the confidence and effectiveness they need to excel as public speakers and leaders definitely in all aspects of life. As we celebrate our momentous 200th meeting today, your contribution hold even greater significance. We stand proudly upon the foundation you meticulously built, and your legacy continues to inspire and empower every member within our club. Thank you once again for your invaluable services. We are deeply grateful to you all guys, to Toastmaster Niranjan, DPM Menu Bhaksar, Toastmaster Santosh Kejriwal, and Toastmaster VK Sir. Just wait.
Yeah.
For you. Now it's time to declare the result of today's debate contest and debate topic speeches. Before that, I would like to call DTM Emu Bhaksar to give you a feedback. As a mentor, as a coach, you are always available for us whenever we approach you. I called him around 9:30 p.m. in the night. He picked up my call. Somehow he missed my number. He said, "Who is this?" I said, "Cycle." We said, "Oh, cycle, we are Dukalai. We are always smiling. We have worldly faces, and we are singer also. He is a very good singer. So then you remember, it will. I definitely try. I have some program already, but I'll try. And he, thanks sir for coming. So give your feedback.
Okay. Thank you, Sekat. Yeah, myself was so the Kejriwal sahab and our Krishnamurti, myself, we started the club. You'll be surprised. One small snippet I want to share. Probably many of you may not be aware. Toastmasters International President and the Rotary International President met in somewhere in 2021 or so. I think this is in Texas, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and decided to bring the two associations together. The beautiful part of it is, much before that, NITK BHIVE Rotary Toastmasters has been started on NGO, and the credit goes to NITK BHIVE. Beauty of it is, the name was given because of the magnanimity of the Rotarians that time, who were forming the majority of the members even at that time. They said we will name it as NITK BHIVE because if Rotary or adding Rotary would be making it too long a name. NITK because myself and Krishnamurti, we are from NITK. We wanted to start a club. Somehow it did not succeed because engineers, they are always doubtful. They think 100 times. I'm also an engineer from NITK. They have calculated dollars into multiply 82 per month, per year, how much we can do it is the lesser cost. That kind of argument. Without realizing that there are some systems which have been developed over around 100 years back, which is working. That's why it cost money. That did not pass on muster. So that's why Kejriwal sahab came into picture along with him because he was also Rotary president at the time. And the Rotarians joined. And ultimately it was the Rotarians who formed maximum number of Rotarians. Something similar to the club which I am associated with. I belong to Mekong Communication Club, District 121, which is the fourth oldest club in the country. And we started in 1998. I happened to be the founder, VP Education of the club. I was president there for 4 terms. Even the district formation, I was a member of the committee. I was the treasurer of the International Territorial Council of South Asia when the district was formed. And there also, when we started, 40 Mekonians were there. Now it's called Mekong Communication Club. There is only one person from Mekong. The stall from outside community. Something similar to here. Most of you are Rotarians, and I have got a special affection for this club. Not because I was a mentor of the club and we started it together, because I believe that the Rotarians are, I have changed. Let me share something very personal. I was thinking that the Rotary Club is something to do with networking only. I understand internationally also when it was started for networking only. The social service aspect of it came a bit later. But that became the mainstay of a Rotary Club as it stands today. Today, if I go to any Sunday, Saturday, it's very difficult to catch any Rotarian because they'll be either in Tumkur in a remote village or somewhere doing some social work. And genuine, with commitment. That kind of commitment when I see, something very amazing. Persons who have achieved something in life, entrepreneurs, businessmen, industrialists, who have achieved in life, they are achievers, who started the club and continue to, participate in that because they want to improve communication skills also, which will help them in the Rotary. So, this club is special because all the achievers are together. So the speeches, the table topics, the evaluation, the general level of these three aspects is much higher because it comes from the years of experience of a Rotary. So that's the advantage of that. Of course, we have the problem regarding membership. I wish this club also had a membership of at least 40, so that 20% at least at a time will attend. People will be enthused to speak. That's the only thing I feel. In our club, Mekong Communication Club, we have about 56, 60 members. So any day there will be some 20, 25 people. It's a pleasure, speaking when there are 20, 25 people are there. So, but that doesn't take away the quality of meeting. What happens here? I was member here for only about four terms, I think. Then Krishnamurti told, you don't pay membership fee because again $10 into that much 2 years. But continue to come to meeting. I said fine, that's everything. So because that's why I'm called ghost, because guest come host. So both host as well as a guest. That's what I call myself. But over a period of time, probably I became, I had some issues regarding going to MG Road, returning back in the evening, and in the interest of domestic peace, I had to stop attending the meeting. So, but anytime when there is an opportunity, I don't miss it. And today, incidentally, I told him I will not be able to come because my wife is connected with some temple trust and all that near our house. Their annual day is for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Today is the last day. And I have got the shopper's duty. Though I don't sit in the temple, I have to drop her in the morning and pick her back. She has got both knees in place, so she cannot climb the hill. Evening again, I have to pick her and drop her and then pick her back. But today was being Sunday, our neighbor's boy volunteered that he will take his car and he will drop these people, these ladies, 2 ladies. So immediately I telephoned, no, I promised you, I will try to come. I telephoned him and said I will come. So that's how I am here today. All I say is the 200 meeting is a big milestone and you have been doing a wonderful job here, as I can see. I can only wish that all the best in your future endeavors also. Let the club increase its membership. You concentrate on membership improve, everything else will fall in place. All the best to the club.
Now I would like to call the judges here. Please come, call the judges. Okay. Will
Thank you for the gift, but actually judges are supposed to be anonymous. Doesn't matter.
It's a special meeting, so
After the event is over, you can
Yeah.
because marks already is there.
The results are concerned, because I was the chief judge, I tabulated and checked. So it happened that generally chief judge is a problem because I have to tabulate totally and all that 3, 2, 1 points and all that. But here I can only say that your result was unanimous. That's the only thing I can spill out. So there is no question of that. So all the best.
Thank you. Now it's time for the result. First, we will announce the table topic speeches result. Best table topic speaker today, Toastmaster Sudipto, and very tight, and Toastmaster Langamurthy. So we are going to Laksha region. And all the best for the one more topic.
Thank you.
For the level, the debate. So team A and team B, right? Team A for other name. Like Team A is Anand, Toastmaster Anand's team, and the team B was Fearless Fighter. The name of the team B was Fearless Fighter. The winner is Team A or Team B. A little bit confusing. Team A or Team B. So winner is Toastmaster Anand's team. Go ahead. Okay.
Hello, man, sis. Thank you. Even the bridegroom will tie the tali again.
No one can beat the real army officer.
Thank you.
What my dear? With the best debater. Once again. I think so. So we are at the end of the meeting now. We are already running short of time. So with this announcement, officially I'm adjourning the meeting number 200. It's the milestone meeting. Now it's over to the guest. We need your feedback. I'll start